Hey everybody, welcome to episode 9 of A Hill to Die On. Please remember there are timestamps in the description below, so skip ahead to whatever part of the podcast you want to listen to. A huge announcement that I want to make is that the podcast is everywhere. No, really, it is everywhere. We're on all podcast platforms, whether that be Spotify, iTunes, CastBox, wherever you get your podcasts, we are there. So please go follow us, leave us a good review. Any way you can support the podcast, we ask that you please do so. Wherever podcasts are found, we are there. And if we're not, you can tell us, and we'll go put the podcast there. Also, excuse my washer and dryer going on in the background. This is actually the first time I've recorded an intro inside the new apartment, which I moved over the summer, by the way. Not that that's particularly important, but I guess I just wanted to put that out there. Just some quick things of note before we get into today's episode. Before recording this session, me, Michael, and Rebecca went drinking at Los Margs, and truth be told, I was still a little bit drunk when we were recording, and you'll see me slur my words, so I apologize for that. It doesn't lead to good audio, and that's something else I wanted to talk about. The recording situation in Rebecca's apartment wasn't totally optimal, and we get up multiple times during the session to go to the bathroom or get things or whatever, so I apologize for that. It wasn't the best sounding episode by far. And one last thing, this episode was recorded back in July, and that kind of leads into the elephant in the room of consistency on this channel, and that is something we have consistently lacked, ironically enough. It's just the same thing I've said in the past. It's a mixture of having school and being lazy and wanting to do other things instead of totally devoting my time to the podcast. And because of that, I don't want to sit here and make promises that I can't keep like I did in the past. I am going to try to get better about it in the future, but don't expect any radical changes. We're not dropping a podcast once a week. It's just hard being the sole sort of captain and crewmate of the ship. But hey, don't worry. I'm not going away anytime soon. Just because I take very long hiatuses doesn't mean I still don't love A Hill to Die On. That all being said, please follow us at The Hill to Die on social media. That's all lowercase. New episodes should either be dropping soon or dropping along with this episode. So please go, check it all out. All right, and with that all out of the way, please enjoy the show. Well, actually, that makes sense.
They'll be like, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. And I'll be like, it starts with an R, and it's always Rachel.
Well,
and I'm like, nope.
I mean, what else starts with an R than Rebecca and Rachel?
Raquel.
Who names their kid
Roxanne.
Raquel?
Roxanne.
Yeah. Who names their
Rocky.
kid Roxanne? Yeah.
I
think Rachel's the safest bet.
Do you know there was a girl in my high school named Rachel Green? Like Rachel Green from Friends?
I don't know enough about Friends. Yeah.
About it. Moving on, I guess.
Moving on, Rebecca. Welcome, everybody, to episode 9 of A Hill to Die On podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Rios, and today I don't have the illustrious, magnificent Alessandro Comai with me today. However...
He's not dead, he's just not here.
Yeah, no. He succumbed to the coronavirus.
Don't even joke.
Yeah, okay, maybe that wasn't the best joke. But no, Alex went back home to California to, be with his family and to make sure that they're A-okay.
Me and Michael don't care about our family, so we're here on the pod.
I have the iconic and the townie Rebecca and Michael.
I like being iconic. I always wanted to win a senior superlative, but no one knew me in high school, so I wasn't popular enough to get a superlative.
Rebecca, if I had to give you a superlative, it would definitely be the most outrageous.
Lame. That's not even a real superlative. It's most likely to be famous, best dress, best smile, most musical.
Well, see, that's the thing. You would win almost every category.
That's so kind. No,
but
if anything, I deserved best dressed, but a girl who dressed really preppy won. But I went to a private school, so it's understandable.
But yeah, so they're stepping in for Alex, and I wish Alex could have been here, but he kept postponing it. So I mean, what are you gonna do?
The man's got a busy schedule.
The man's got a busy schedule, and you know what? I'm not gonna blame him for it. I'm only gonna be slightly bitter about it.
It's okay. I pumped him full of alcohol before he left.
Yeah,
so, I think I did my job.
Yeah, he did.
He took that Smirnoff smash very well.
Yeah, he did, surprisingly.
No, yeah,
I mean, the man is a lightweight. I mean, lest we never forget him rolling in a tire.
I was not there for that.
You weren't?
No.
You've never seen him crawling under a table?
No.
No.
I feel like every time I'm with you guys drinking, he's either like sober driving or not that drunk.
Well, wait, all right. So what about the club, though? You've been there with him.
Yeah, but that, like, everyone looks the same at the club. We're all just dancing, and he's definitely much more social, because, like, he's literally in every single photo of the Dirty Disco, where I'm
he's
in, like,
just always moving.
Where I'm just, like, it with just random people, where I'm in, like, two, just looking like I want to kill whoever's next to me. But that's just because I'm not photogenic.
I saved... I don't want to pull it up right now, but like I saved that reminds me.
The one that I'm in the background of Jasmine.
No.
Where I'm like, there was literally one time they took a picture of Gabby closing her tab, and like the next day she was like, "Oh, I guess I just wanna keep the memory of my purchasing regrets." She over quarantine she tallied up how much we spent at Social Room last year, and it was disappointing. Yikes. It was so much money.
I mean, I imagine we've all spent a lot of money.
Well, that's when we were going twice a week, sometimes 3 times.
Jesus.
Emo night.
And we were spending so much money.
No, I meant
plastered alone.
No, there's two. There's one where you're dancing and you're making a face, and there's another one where actually the dude we played pool with the other night, he like started dancing up behind you and he made a face at the camera.
What?
Yeah.
When was this? Wait, on the dance floor?
Yes, on the dance floor.
I don't remember dancing the other night.
The dude.
We were playing pool with someone?
Okay, no.
No, we were playing pool just with ourselves. Yeah.
No,
yeah, I know. I beat you guys, and I was very drunk. Look, I'm good at things that don't matter. Like pool.
This dude who came up to us was dancing up on you that night, and I saved it because I thought his
my hair is vibrant.
His smile is so creepy.
Yeah,
that's creepy.
I just remembered him, and so
my hair is immaculate in that photo, though. And it goes with my shirt so well.
And then the other one where you're making a face. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm behind Jasmine. I don't think I have one good photo at the Social Room because I'm always just
this one.
I'm just plastered. Oh yeah, that was on my Finsta. Pain is temporary, disco is forever.
Yeah,
and that is my put that on my gravestone. No, yeah, I saw this thing yesterday, and it was like being smart but a bad test taker is like being. Oh, I look cute in that one. Yeah, I look cute in that one. What the hell? And that hat is so good. That's an iconic Rebecca hat. But yeah, I saw something the other day that was like, being smart but a bad test taker is like being good looking and not photogenic. And I was like, get into it. That's like literally why. Well, because I have a lazy eye. Well, like a droopy eyelid, where if I smile, one eye, even when I'm sober, closes more than the other.
Do it.
I don't see that at all.
I don't notice it at all.
Well, yeah, because I'm thinking about it. But like, if I'm just like, someone's like, yo, like, let's get a picture, and I smile, I look like drunk. And it's because my sister hit me with a bat when I was little, and I got stitches there, as you can see. And so I guess it's like weaker. And I literally still hold her accountable to that today. And she feels kind of bad, but she's like, you look fine. I'm like, no, I don't. I look ugly because of you, Lauren.
Rebecca, I think you're too critical of yourself.
I know.
I think you look perfectly fine. You know, if you hadn't said anything, I would have just been like, oh, that's just a normal symmetrical eyelid.
Yeah, literally my mom, when I was home to get my hair done, she was like, I wanted to talk to you about, like, because I brought it up, and she's like, I wanted to talk to you about that. Like, do you want to look into, like, plastic surgery?
But it's a tiny little scar.
I don't care about the scar. I care about how my eyes don't open all the way.
But your eyes do open all the way.
No, they don't.
I've never noticed it.
I will show you guys. I will show you a picture after this pod, and you'll be like, yeah, she looks drunk. And it's worse when I'm drunk, because then it's like.
Oh well, yeah. Drunk Rebecca is hard to miss her. You know.
I told you guys the stages that Gabby sent me the other night. It was like, it was loud, huggy, dropping it low, and then I forget the last one.
Dead.
Oh yeah, passing out. Yeah.
Well.
That's it.
Or Rebecca, or are you gonna say something, Michael?
So, do you have any scars?
Yes.
Wait, didn't we go over this?
Yeah.
Wait, who hadn't been to the hospital? Who's had? Yes.
No, I've been to the hospital.
But like in a while.
Not in a while, no.
Yeah, you haven't been to the doctor, period.
I visited my brother when he was in the hospital. But that was the last time I was in the hospital.
I have 3 scars. I guess 4 if you count both the dots on my knee, but I have 4.
I have a couple on my shins and I have one on my forehead. When I was playing soccer in elementary school and I went behind the net to get the ball. My foot got caught in the net and there's like a concrete slab behind the net. There's
No.
I feel like everyone has like
I don't know if you can,
everyone has a scar where it's like, I was little and I ran to the
like
coffee table.
right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My lip, I have a somewhat noticeable scar on my lip. You can't see them anymore, but I had scars here, and then I have scars famously, or infamously, on my groin area from when I had my 3-month hernia. Jesus.
Hernia?
When was that? In high school?
No, 3 months.
In high school or in college?
I was 3 months old.
Oh.
And I had a hernia.
I was like, we get it. It was 3 months. No, I was like, what?
Yeah. I don't know how the hell that happened, but it did, and I still have the scars to this day. And I think that's about it.
We love battle wounds.
Yeah.
I think scars are cool, but I also think black eyes are cool. So, like, I think probably the best bet for me would be to date like a hockey player because they're always bruised.
I mean, are they though?
Yeah. They're getting knocked around. They're wearing heavy padding. But then again, I don't think I could handle being like a hockey wife because I can't even sit in air-conditioned restaurants, let alone fucking hockey rinks.
Rebecca, but like that's not skinny legend Victorian boy aesthetic at all.
I say that as like an umbrella term of who I like, but I have like a Pinterest board of boys I like.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's true, and they're not all skinny Victorian boys. They're just
some of them are like thick and athletic.
To be fair, there's a lot of pictures of Harry Styles on this board, but like also it's just all variations on the same guy. If we're being honest.
A thick Harry Styles, a thin Harry Styles. I want to point out that the name of this is in all caps, please, is sick old Victorian ghosts. Yeah, that's Harry Styles.
They're just all variants on the same boy.
Oh, that was a little different.
She's got flavor. No, yeah, but as an umbrella term, there's this like famous Nicole Richie like quote from their sitcom A Simple Life.
Mark Ruffalo, really?
Okay, I have something to say. I was talking about this the other night with a guy. I love Mark Ruffalo, but specifically Mark Ruffalo in 13 Going on 30. I don't like Mark Ruffalo in any other sense, but Mark Ruffalo in 13 Going on 30 is a different Mark Ruffalo, and I stand by that. I remember I told a guy that, and he's like, yeah, you had to say specifically 13 Going on 30 because you don't want me thinking that you're like reading Hulk fanfic. And I was like, yes, that's why I said it.
Okay, almost none of these people are hockey players, but you know.
Yeah. I didn't say that. I
vibe.
just said I like a nice bruised face. Very different.
All right. Well, Michael, do you want to take a gander? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that.
I just wanted to clear my name because I say Victorian boy as like an umbrella term, but it's not a Victorian boy. It's just an artsy boy.
Well, you know, I looked at that list, and that's exactly what I expected.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like,
Then good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I stand by it.
Yeah. All right. Well, boy and girl. I was gonna say boys and girls, but
I'm gonna
it's
say guys.
guys.
Y'all.
Yeah,
Y'all.
no, I don't know about
I
that.
say
one.
y'all unironically.
Yeah, you gotta give in, buddy.
No.
It's so easy.
No, I
Rolls
won't.
off the tongue.
I will never.
You don't want to be yee.
No.
I was telling Matthew this. Ever since we went to Bass Pro, I've been in yee mode.
Right, yeah.
Today I bought another Carhartt shirt, but from the thrift store, so it was like $1. Yeah, that's what I did today. I had a jam-packed day.
And that's what I was going to ask. Jesus Christ. You hear that slur? Fucking hell.
The pina colada.
Yeah, the pina colada is coming. I was going to ask, what have you guys been up to lately?
True. Okay, I was about to say I didn't lock the door and I don't want someone barging in while we're podcasting.
Well, I have to pee. Do you want me to lock the door while I go pee?
You're gonna pee right before I tell you what I've been doing this week?
All right, go ahead. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're up to.
Well, I woke up at like 10, which is regular. Every day I wake up at 8, which I hate, and so I go back to bed and then I wake up at 10. And I was gonna go get coffee, but then I was like, you should have coffee here, which was stupid because I just ended up getting coffee when I was out anyway. But I wanted to go. The other day when we went to the skate shop, I said I wanted to go to that thrift store on Business Loop. And so I went to that thrift store on Business Loop. And it was great. It reminded me of like thrift stores in like Wisconsin, because I feel like even like Salvation Armies and Goodwills in like Wisconsin, they're just a little raggedy, and the raggedy ones always have the better stuff. And I walked in and...
Did you find anything good?
Yes! I could do a haul right now, but I won't. But yeah, I walked in and there was like a homeless guy, and like after he left, like, the shop owners were so nice to me. It reminded me of being at the Waffle House, because they came up to me and they're like, "Baby, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine and everything's fine." They're like, "Sorry about him. He's harmless, but like we just gotta like keep an eye on him." And
Jesus Christ.
I was like, "No, I'm doing good."
That doesn't sound like harmless.
No, yeah, it was fine. I mean, it was fine. I was just shopping. But yeah, I got some good finds. I got a Shakespeare's hat, which is great. It's like brand new and like probably cost like $20, but I got it for like $1. And it's blue, so it goes great with my hair, even though I don't really like Shakespeare's pizza, but I'll rep the brand.
Shakespeare's is okay.
I like getting my local merch from thrift stores, like just how I got my Ernie shirt from a thrift store.
That's right.
But yeah, I went there and I found so much stuff at that new thrift store that I was like, well, now I gotta go to Goodwill. And so I went to Goodwill too, and I got some more fire pieces. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I have a free Dunkin' drink. So I was like, let me just go to Dunkin' and get free coffee. And so then I got coffee and I came home, and yeah, I cut up some of the shirts that I bought today. I cut up this shirt that I bought a couple days ago.
At Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah, I went on a walk with a friend.
Oh, a friend.
It was a girl. I don't have that much game. I went on a walk with a friend, which was nice because it was nice and warm, get some vitamin D. And that's when you texted and was like, yo, we going to Las Margs? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then we went to Las Margs. We ate outside. It was nice. It was just a well-rounded day.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's good to hear. What about you, Michael?
I spent the whole day indoors.
Well, then I'm glad I forced you guys to eat outside.
Yeah, this has been my quarantine, basically. Just, I don't do shit. I'm not productive like Rebecca.
All right.
Oh my God, I just always like to do something, like, for the day. Even if it's, like, well, I learned the other day that you guys don't like browsing. So, like, I'll go to stores and stuff. I'll go to stores and stuff and not buy things.
If I'm interested in what's there, I'll browse. Like, parts of Bass Pro, I was like, all right.
I love Bass Pro.
Bass Pro's okay. It's all right.
Oh,
keep saying it.
Keep saying it. Right before quarantine.
Gonna lock the door.
Right before quarantine, me and Gabby got into a habit of, because we had wine class together on Friday, and so that was over at like 1, 2, I don't really remember. And so we would come back here. Sometimes we would get like breakfast or something after, or brunch, I guess, because it was lunchtime. And then we would go to like Michael's and just get like craft supplies, and then we would just hang out here until I would drive her back to FIMU, and then she would get ready for the disco, and then we would go to the disco that night, and that was literally second semester for us. It was solid.
I miss Friday nights during the before times.
Yeah, it was jam packed. I can't even say that I would go if they brought the disco back, because I'm scared of large crowds.
Yeah, I don't think, unless it's like a vaccine, I'm not going back to the disco or anything.
Disco, like close quarters. The fact that my friends are going to, literally during this pod, they're probably going to text me and be like, "Are you coming tonight?" And I'm gonna be like, "No." And then like they're gonna wanna hang out, like probably sometime this week, next week, I don't freaking know. And I'm gonna be like, "No, you guys are infected," because they've been going to the Brookside pool too.
Oh, so that's where the person was infected.
I know. So they're like, literally, they're lucky I'm even hanging out with them, because like they've been going to the Brookside pool, and now they're gonna go to fucking Willie's. Like, no. I'm scared of them. Like, they were the ones I went to happy hour with the other day. And I'm like, you guys are lucky I'm hanging out with you guys because you're most likely infected.
Yeah, that's, I don't know about that one. Brookside Pool, that's...
Yeah, and now they're going to go to Willie's tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna get tagged
I
in
know.
there with
I don't
this.
want to hang out with them anymore. And they were talking about their plans for 4th of July. First of all, they wanted to go to Nashville, which they have one of the biggest. Yeah, I know. They do this all the time. Like, they go on these, like, spontaneous trips, and, like, the day before they'll be like, do you want to come? And I'll be like, no. I was like, you know what I want to do for 4th of July? I want to go to the fucking farm and have s'mores and shoot off explosives. I don't want to fucking go to Nashville.
Nobody wants to go to Nashville.
No.
Well, that's not true. Nashville's a fun place.
Well, yeah, but also that's like, it has one of the highest spikes, I think, in cases.
But yeah. With now, like, people should just, stay home.
Yeah.
Just stay home.
Just because things are open doesn't mean you should be going to.
Yeah, lock it down. What did I miss when I went pee?
Since me and Gabby had wine class together on Friday, we would just have a full day of it. We would sometimes get food after. We would do taste tests, so we tried the PBR coffees one day. We would go to, like, Goodwill. We would just have a day, and then we would just hang out at the flats and do whatever until it was like 6, and I would take her back to find me, and she would get ready for the disco, and then we would go to the disco that night.
That sounds like a whole ass day.
Fridays were jam packed.
How is Gabby handling, or how are you both handling the fact that you go back to Chicago?
I'm so excited. I was talking to Gabby Angeline the other day, and I was like, because my lease is only like till mid/late July, and so I have like a little less than a month left here at the District Flats, and I'll be back in like Chicago because I don't have any plans, so I'm just moving home, and so I'll be back in Chicago before they go to school because I think they come back like early August, so we'll have a couple weeks together, and I'm like, y'all gotta get ready to bool before school. But I think what's really hitting, like, they hate when I bring this up, but I'm just like not gonna see them every day. It sucks.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably the hardest thing about, moving away and shit like that.
It always happens to me. I'm just a magnet for, like, young friends, because my friend in high school was a year younger than me, too. And it sucks. It sucks the year you're just not there.
Yeah.
It's like a whole ass year of FOMO. I'm going to have so much FOMO, but then again, with everything that's happening, I don't know how fun going out and game days are going to be if they're not happening.
Which I don't know how they're going to get away with face masks and face shields.
Face shields,
yeah.
What?
Face shields.
Oh, I thought you said fish seal.
No.
I was like, what?
The professors are supposed to wear, like, full-on face shields.
Welding masks.
Pretty much. Yeah. And I just, like, I don't know.
Steampunk goggles.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the hell that's going to go down.
I've seen so many things that are like, honestly, these face masks, a look.
No.
And I was like, yeah, because like half my face is hidden. Love that.
Oh my
I can
God.
see Matt Blue showing up as, like, some steampunk gear.
One time I saw a guy at a tailgate with steampunk, like, welding goggles, and I was like, my heart. That's hot.
God damn it.
A Victorian boy.
Victorian sickly.
My steampunk Victorian boy.
Yeah. Same thing as everybody else, basically.
Yeah, what have you been up to, Matthew?
Been up to nothing. Just been home doing jack shit.
Unless I force you guys to hang out.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Between that, we've had a good couple weeks of gaming.
Yeah, we had some gaming sessions. But otherwise, really nothing. Really nothing's
It's
been
okay.
happening.
Jesus is taking the wheel, and I am in charge of the rest of the time I'm here in Columbia.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Because hate to break it to you guys, you got a month left with me.
Yeah,
A month?
it's very sad.
Yeah, my lease ends end of July.
Okay.
So we will make the most of it.
Yeah. June
Did you just
20.
leave?
June 25th, baby.
Oh, all right.
Before we transition into the
I thought we were leaving
topics,
sooner.
I have an announcement to make.
Our sponsor today
I
is
can-
Lost Marks.
I did get, well, I'll get around to this. Now, hold on. But people, boys and girls, the 5 people who listen to this podcast, I have a big announcement to make. The podcast is now all over the goddamn place. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find our podcast on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Castbox. It's called Apple Podcast, but regardless, It's all over the place. Wherever you can find podcasts, we're there. I finally made the move. I found a hosting website that distributes podcasts. So wherever you want to listen to, it's there. I would have made this announcement earlier for our 1 year anniversary, by the way. 1 year of Hell to Die On. But, like I said...
If I didn't throw out the noisemaker, I would give you a...
Oh, I would have hated that.
cheer.
I hate those noisemakers. Those things.
It doesn't even make a noise. It just goes...
You know, like the little trumpet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I hate those.
Are you a fan of vuvuzelas?
What are those?
From like, I think they're most prevalent in like soccer.
Like the World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, those
And you
little.
just go.
Yeah.
I'm sure you love that. Levels, baby.
No. But yeah, so wherever you find podcasts, you can listen to it. And at some point, I'm gonna sit down with Alex and establish a schedule, and hopefully we can stick to it. Because I would prefer to be more consistent for
Do some Zoom podcasts.
year two. That's what we're thinking about doing. Unfortunately, Zoom, the last time I tried, like totally fucked my computer. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna work on it. Yeah, our Discord. Although that one also notoriously has problems.
Alex is like, wait, my mic.
Yeah, I can't hear you. But anyway, so yeah, I just want to let you guys know about that. Please, go follow us, go subscribe, go whatever these,
Listen
these
to
places
my
call.
episode and not Michael's.
I can you listen to all the episodes. Just put it on in the
I've
background.
never listened to mine.
It's a good one. It's a good
I
one.
was there. It was fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like listening to myself talk.
you could always just kind of like play it and like put it in the background.
The fact that I listen to the amount of my drunk podcast is astounding. I literally, the only reason I kept listening was because I don't remember what I said. And so I was like, I wasn't there for this one. I don't know what happened. And I was like, a closed envelope, goddamn.
A great way to describe people, which, by the way, more people out there, you need to know this. Some of you are fucking closed envelopes, and you need to work on it. Not you, Rebecca. Not you. But
I said what I said.
You guys know so much about my life. I literally tell...
I feel like there's the level where it's like,
No,
cut us off.
I tell you guys so many stories about my life.
That's true. That's true.
stories, sure. Yeah.
Well, with that, let's transition to the topics. As the guests, you can choose to go first or go last. Whatever order you want to go
You
in.
pick. It's your pod. You need to work more on your
But
decision-making
I'm
skills.
the host.
Yeah, so you should delegate.
I am delegating. I'm saying guess.
You're passing it off to us.
Fine. All right. My topic is sponsored by Rebecca. Oh, and I was going to mention this. The distributor is willing to sponsor anybody's podcast, but it's like a certain, like, you get paid per views or whatever, and, like, we don't nearly get
You
enough.
get a whole $10.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
So it's like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Anyway, but topic sponsored by Rebecca. What are some deal breakers, whether for relationships or friendships, anything like that? What are some things that really just, it's like, all right, fuck this person. It's over. It's done. I'll open up the floor to you guys first.
Sense of humor. If your sense of humors don't mesh, it makes things awkward.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you show someone like a video or a Vine or a TikTok and like you're like, this is so funny, and they watch it and like they just have no reaction. You're like, it was stupid anyway. You're like, that was the wrong one. Never mind.
The classic, you show them a video and they're silent
Oh,
the entire
it's
time.
mortifying.
It's the most awkward thing.
It's mortifying. And that's not even saying, like, you have to be funny because, like, obviously there's different senses of humor. So, like, your senses of humor just need to mesh.
On a certain level.
Yeah.
Well, I've had that where I've sent a meme to somebody and they're like, I don't get it. It's like, okay.
That was literally on Curtis's episode of Bestie Picks Bay when he had them all like recite their favorite Vine or something, and this one girl was like, I don't watch Vine, and so she like recited this terrible meme, and it was just horrendous.
I think I remember that. It was pretty
so
cringe.
awkward. It was like about Jesus, and it was so awkward, and I was just like. But then again, watching any of those episodes is awkward because none of those people are funny. So.
Yeah. It's that those Bestie Picks Bay videos are all just incredibly
Well, yeah,
cringy.
because it's literally a panel of closed envelopes. That is the U.S. Postal Service up on that riser.
We're just boring people.
Yeah.
Just boring people.
So they deserve each other, except for Jonathan.
Yeah,
Jonathan deserves better.
a real one for sure.
But yeah, that's a big one for me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have such a weird sense of humor that I don't think I'll ever like totally mesh with somebody when it comes to humor.
You and Jasmine don't mesh?
No, I share.
you do.
No, I mean like we'll get good laughs about stuff or whatever, but like
that's good.
But like I keep sending her videos, where it's like X, Y, and Z video, but with different music or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? For whatever reason, those videos crack me up. I fucking love those videos.
Wait, what we were talking about at Shakespeare's the other day?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
like Redbone, but you're in
the
the
bathroom crying.
you're in the trenches of Vietnam.
Yeah.
No, that is, oh my god, I love those. I used to listen to those, and I like the funny ones, and then I'd also listen to empty arena versions of like One Direction songs, and I would cry on my floor alone.
I think Matthew,
Christ.
you and I have similar senses of humor. I'll show you like the paleo rock, like you shoot me all night long, and Matthew's like,
That one is so dumb.
Okay,
Elder.
but to be fair, the same thing, because we said relationships, but also friendships, because I follow a couple of my friends on TikTok, not that we post, but like just because it's easier to send things over the app, and like I'll show things to my sister, and I'll be like, I sent this to you, and she's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, oh, I sent it to like Gabby, because you sent, or like I sent it to Colin, my friend from high school. And so, like, you send things to other people because you have different comedic connections with different people.
Yeah.
And I'll just forget what I send to people because, like, things that Gabby thinks are funny, my sister's not going to think is funny.
Right,
But, like,
right.
sometimes there's that overlap, you know?
Yeah, so, yeah, I just, sometimes Jasmine just, and she also just has this crazy idea where she thinks that I'm not funny. I'm a very funny person.
Okay, I feel like that's any relationship, though. Well, then again, Jared's pretty funny. But that's because my sister's like a piece of paper. We're not sending this to her.
Michael, do you have a relationship?
I've dealt with so many people who are so bad about communicating, where it's just like people who don't text within like an hour. Unless you're busy, like obviously, unless you're busy.
Yeah, well, if it's just like you drop them a text, or like, are you trying to make plans with them, or like discuss
like if you're like
with
holding
them?
conflict, like from like initial
text,
from like initial text to like response,
okay.
That's fine. It's like, well, you're probably busy. But if you're like they're responding and then you're going back and forth and it takes like hours between, it's like, well, what the fuck am I doing? I'm talking to a brick wall here.
Speaking from a girl's perspective, though, I guess just speaking from Rebecca's perspective. I hate, like, when I'm talking with someone, especially, like, if it's someone new, like, back when I used dating apps, like, I hate being the one to, like, end the conversation.
Oh, well, that's a different
I feel like that's
deal.
awkward. I hate being like, I'm gonna go. Like, I never knew how to be like, I'm gonna go, but I do want to talk to you later, because I feel like that's weird to say.
Wait, you would end the conversation?
Is it better to just, I'm going to bed or something?
No, yeah, there's a certain point where you're like, I'm kind of done with this conversation, but I'll pick it up later.
But I never knew how to phrase that. Like, I do want to talk to you more, but this conversation's done.
I've never done that.
Really?
It's always, every instance I've ever had of that, of starting that, that talking phase has been, it's been a continuous thing. Like, one time I had a continuous conversation for a month. It was never I'm going to bed, see you later. It was continuous conversation for like a month. But there was there were times where Michael wouldn't like this. There'd be hours between messages, but yeah, it'd be like a continuous conversation. And sometimes it wouldn't be the most riveting thing, but we would just be talking.
Oh, see, because this, more so when that happened, like, with dating app boys, that would just be the end of it. But, like, more so when I was talking to people in high school, it would be, like, a boy asked me for, like, homework or something, and I, like, after I gave him, like, what the homework was or something, I would just keep talking to him. I'd be like, this is my chance.
Thank you. Chance to slip in.
Thank you, AP Calculus, for being my wingman.
To be fair, that was always, like, the classic, like, it's like, what's the homework? Hey, you're in Mrs. Smith's class?
Yeah.
What's the homework?
I don't really have many, I think, deal breakers. As I was telling you guys earlier when we were discussing some potential podcast topics, I don't think I have anything that's really like total deal breaker. I guess the one thing that I don't tolerate or I don't like is I don't like when people don't talk to me and or they lie to me or they're not honest with me. Like, I could as long as you know, are upfront with me, like, I can take just about any bit of criticism or any complaint or whatever. But like, if somebody's like not honest with me or lies to me, like, that kind of ticks me off because I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm an approachable person.
Yeah.
I don't know. But or just general lying, I don't like.
Being fake.
Yeah, just, you know, like, or like, yeah, if you don't like me, like, just let me know. Like, hey, all right, no hard feelings.
Oh, you don't like gossipy girls?
I don't mind some gossiping, you know. It's kind of like the two-faced stuff that I don't like.
Games.
You know? Yeah, games. I don't like that.
Don't want to play the
BS.
games.
Yeah, don't play the games.
I would say a maker, if they have really good style. Call me, well, because I like clothes a lot. So if a boy can put together an outfit, A+. And I'm not talking a fucking Vineyard Vine shirt and
What's up? What's
some
wrong with that,
boat
dude?
shoes. No thank you.
My Sperry's
No
get the
offense.
ladies'
no offense, Jared. You rock it. That's your MO. But not my tea.
Damn, don't send this to my brother. My brother and I are like, yeah, two opposite sides. Like, he is definitely like the Vineyard Vines. He's worn Sperry's since like 16.
Okay, wait. To be fair, I guess if that is your personal style and you rock it, I guess I could accept it. But I like a little bit more.
Yeah.
You like some variation.
I like some
That's
variation,
boring.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
You don't want
I feel
Chad
you.
number 52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try my best to have some sort of style.
Oh wait,
you know.
to be fair, well, because I guess that's more of a. Literally, that's what every girl says on the beginning of Best You Pick Bay episodes. They're like, you need to have a good sense of style. So I guess it does matter more so for girls, but does it matter for you guys? Do you ever notice what a girl is wearing?
To
To an extent.
an extent, like if somebody like. It's very rare, right? It's very rare for me
Are
to
you
make
just
this
like,
comment.
oh my god, those shoes, Jennifer? Yes!
It's more like, wow, you look so bland and like you're 12 years old. Like, why would I ever like? When I look at you, I think of my youth. Like, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, but
Are you seeing girls in the club like justice models? No.
no, but like, you know, like if they're wearing like very loose, not even mom jeans, dad jeans.
I
if they're
love a
wearing-
mom jean.
Hold on. I
Oh,
corrected.
I'm ready to throw hands.
I corrected myself. Some dad jeans, and they got like the baggiest ass shirt. It's like you look like you're 5.
I've never
What
seen
are
a
you
girl
doing?
dressed like this in a bar.
You've never?
What kind of girl
No.
wears dad jeans?
It's a rare thing, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a high bar for style, right? But like, if you look like you're not even like trying, you know, then it's like, no.
I would say
Probably
I
not.
probably don't even notice to a certain bar. If it looks like you actually like really care about it and it's like it catches your eye, then it's like, oh yeah, that's
so
a plus.
disappointing. I put so much effort into all my
No, it
outfits.
shows.
I can
It
tell.
shows for
I
you.
can tell.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's not a deal breaker for me necessarily. Like, you can not, as a girl, at least for me, you cannot try very hard and it'll pass.
But I
You
do
know, it'll
like
be
that
okay.
if you have a sense like an individuality in your appearance.
Oh, for sure, it helps. Yeah, it helps. It's not gonna it's not gonna be the make it or break it, but yeah, it helps.
I remember before I went to the social room, like when I first went out with like my fake, I would only go with my friends from my sorority, so they would only take me to like Willie's or like 10B or Harpo's, and so like my outfits, like my first year of going to the bar, were just horrendous because I don't know how, like I never knew how to dress to go to like Willie's or Harpo's because like I dressed to go to like art class in the social room, and so I would never know how to dress to go to these bars. And so yeah, like the past few times I've gone to happy hour at room 38 with my friends, I had to text them and be like, what are you wearing? And she's like, oh, I'm wearing a tube top and mom jeans and my Air Force Ones. And I was like, I can work with that.
I
Okay.
can't imagine Rebecca showing up with like the classic like black skirt, tiger ears. Like you see all
Oh,
the
my
girls.
game day fits, fire! Oh my god, my first game day fit, it was like this like weird, like this year, this weird like patterned, like geometric, like collared dress, and I wore it with Docs and space buns and like black shorts, and it was fire. I got so sunburnt that day.
So
R.I.P.
would you say that you have a specific, like if you could narrow yourself down to something, would you say that you have a specific style?
No.
How you dress?
I don't know, because even the stuff I bought from like Goodwill today, across the board, very different pieces. But I don't know. While the pieces I get are sometimes very different, I probably do style them all pretty much similarly.
What about you, Michael?
At some points, like if I'm going to class, sometimes I don't care. I would say in general, though, my ideal aesthetic is kind of rustic, if that's a good word for it. Rustic. Because I wear a lot of flannel, a lot of like jeans, like jackets in the winter that are like.
The man needs to invest in some rain boots, let me tell you. The amount of times we went to bio and it was raining and he was in Converse, I'm like, you're gonna get soaked.
You know,
he's like, I don't have any other shoes.
I have boots, but it's just like, I don't know.
No, hot take right here. If you're going to college, you need a raincoat, an umbrella, a good umbrella, not one of them flimsy shits, because those are gonna invert when you're walking to class and that shit's embarrassing.
it is.
And then a pair of like rain-proof shoes. Like they don't even have to be rain boots. They just need to be rain-proof.
I agree with all that except for the last one.
You need them. Have you ever walked into class when the sidewalks are flooded?
Yes.
I'm talking about in the snow and in the rain.
Yes, and my socks get drenched. It happens.
It sucks.
It does. But I'm not gonna wear some weird ass looking boots that don't go with my outfit.
I have snow boots and rain boots, but if it rained or snowed, I would just wear my Docs, which are just normal boots. My feet would be bone dry. So there's your advice here, kids. You need those three things.
I agree, though.
Fuck the mini fridge. Fuck the alcohol. You need rain gear.
I think as a dude, you need the umbrella less. I think a raincoat will do you just fine.
Have you ever walked into class and then open your backpack and you're like, it's wet in here? You need to cover the backpack too.
The backpack's waterproof. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I unfortunately recently.
My girls out there are listening. They're like, hell yeah.
No, I agree with you. I'm right there with you with the umbrella. Unfortunately, my umbrella had that happen where it broke. So like it was weakened. It's structurally not intact, and it just one time right by the student center, and everybody was like did the whole like. I was like, fuck, man. It pissed me off.
Let me tell you, I got the end-all be-all of umbrellas. I have a bubble umbrella, so it doesn't just go out, it goes out and down. So it can't invert because it's too far down. Another hot take for you guys.
I don't know about a bubble umbrella, but
it's cute.
I appreciate
it's
it.
clear, so I can see where I'm going.
I don't know about that.
Make or break in a relationship, you have to own a bubble umbrella, or you're out of here, man. You're out of here.
So yeah, is there any other like I know? Okay, so here's like maybe not a make it or break it, but something that I think I need, or well, maybe not need, but I would like. It's up there. I need to be able to argue with somebody because I'm a very.
You need a banter.
You
need a banter.
I don't even know about banter because like banter just sounds like we're fucking around, but like I mean like when I get into squabbles. All right, I debate people.
I'm the opposite. I hate that.
You hate that?
I hate people who try to debate me all the time. Banter is fine, but debate, it's like I don't want to have this conflict.
You're like, I did not. This relationship was going to be a fucking debate club.
This is for your debate friends or your therapist.
Yikes! I guess it's just how I view debate. I don't view it as like serious as like like the whole. Viewing it as a conflict, I just view it as like like we're here, we're discussing some ideas.
A disagreement or a discussion is one.
Wait, do you like it more when you're debating them and they have the same view as you, or do you like opposition?
I don't know,
or I mean, not opposition, but having their own stance and having like valid reasoning behind it, where you're like. This is great. I like seeing other people's like.
Matthew's too stubborn for that.
I like seeing,
no.
Well, because I'm just thinking of Jasmine, and like Jasmine always has very good points in her arguments, so I feel like you two would mesh very well on that.
That's funny. That's funny you mentioned that because actually, when me and Jasmine argue, it feels more like. Let me choose my words carefully here.
She is going to listen to this.
Yeah, she is.
It's okay, Jasmine. I'm your number one fan.
It's hard to describe I'm Jasmine's number one fan, first of all.
False.
Second of all.
She would have been on the podcast when she visited.
Well, you know, things happen. I was throwing her a birthday party. But anyway, so... no, it's hard to describe how, like, me and Jasmine argue. She's the one person I argue with where, like, it's very difficult for me to like, sort of totally get across what I'm thinking. So, I don't know. I still don't know how we argue. It's a very weird thing. Maybe because there's more emotion involved with it. I don't know.
And you have, like, so much care for her.
You can't escape it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You don't have an out because she's. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's hard to say. But I will say that I do enjoy, like, I like arguing with Alex because he usually puts up a good fight, and at the end of the day, we
Can't be mad at Alex.
Exactly. We just like, all right, if it gets to that point, agree to disagree, and then, you know, we're done. And, like, I can go back to being, like, friends with him or whatever. Like, you know, it's a good time. I enjoy some opposition.
Now, when he throws me off the edge in Smash, then I can get mad at Alex. And I do get mad at Alex.
It's the one time. But yeah, that whole tangent was me asking, do you guys have any, like, secondary things? Anything that, like, you know?
Oh, I have way more.
Oh, keep
we
going.
Here for days.
No, okay, because another very important, like, big part, because obviously if you're going to date someone, you're going to be in the car with them a lot. And if you don't mesh musically...
It's true.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
Yeah, that's true. I just kind of, like, zone out when I'm in the car. I just kind of, like, turn my brain off.
See, I drive a lot of people around because I've had a car at college for 4 years. And let me tell you, being on aux all the time is very nerve-wracking.
You know, Rebecca, crazy idea. Just don't have any music. Just don't.
No, that's awkward.
No, just turn it off. Just have a conversation.
Well, I mean, I could do that. I could talk someone's ear off. But, like, think about it. The first time I drove Gabby back to Illinois, that was literally a month after she became my little. And we were going to be in the car with each other for 6 hours. And I had met her a month ago. And I'd probably seen her twice.
Did you connect over that music?
Let me tell you. She told me, she was like, I knew we were going to be all right when we were like 3 hours or something. I just made up 3 hours. I don't know. But it was a portion of the journey home. And Super Zan by Cody Ko came on. And she turned to me because we hadn't been talking for like a little bit. And she goes, is this Super Zan? And I go, hell yeah, it is. And I cranked that shit. And that's when I knew. I was like, I like you. And that's what I mean. Make or break in any relationship, friendship or relationship.
I mean, I guess that's fair-ish for if you care a lot about music. I've told you I'm not musically adept, so like
I don't know that we've shared our musical interests that much. Either.
Not.
I have a
really.
wide array.
Oh, I know.
We've heard more of yours just because we've been in the car. With
Exactly. That's why.
And it's all over the place,
It is all
which
over the place.
I like. I don't like people who like stick to one genre. Yeah.
No, I'm all across the board.
Scout, listen to this podcast.
You know, he's subscribed, but I mean, I don't know.
Oh, nice.
I
mean, I'm gonna put another one out there. This is a girl thing. You gotta be taller than me.
Oh my god. I mean,
It's important.
listen.
It's awkward if it's not that way.
To a certain extent, I agree. Like, I mean, maybe this is easier said than done. If that's the. We'll go with it. Easier said than done. But like, I'm okay with a girl theoretically being taller than me to a certain extent. Like,
you want a 7-foot Amazonian babe?
Exactly. See, 7 foot is a bit much.
So you could deal with a girl that was like 5'8" because you're 5'7".
God, Rebecca.
Last time you guys.
We're
you
not-
guys, I don't know
Oh,
if you
I
remember
know,
this.
I know.
You guys stood back to back. You're
I am
only about
taller.
an inch and a half taller than her.
And Rebecca is
5'7".
not 5'7".
Yes, I am.
You're not 5'7".
Happy?
Listen, regardless, like 3 inches maybe max taller than me, and then it becomes a bit of a problem.
My pet peeve is when little short ass orphan looking girls that are like 5 foot are like, I need a 6 foot man. No, you don't.
You don't.
You could gladly take a 5'8" boy and they still look tall compared to you. Leave the tall boys for the tall girls.
So that was going to be my follow-up question. Are you one of those girls that's like needs to be a visible difference, or just needs to be on the level and up?
I always say I like 3 inches because most girls' heels are 3 inches. So
Okay,
if
that's
I
a fair
wanted
answer.
to wear heels, 3 inches taller. So I would say 5'10" or above, and I'd be okay, a-okay. I remember senior year homecoming, the guy that took me, I think he was probably 3 or 2 inches taller than me, and like I told him I was wearing heels, and I was like, oh yeah, like I had to go get like my heels today, and like my flower, and he's like, wait, you're wearing heels? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, do you not want me to? He's like, no, it's fine. And then all my pictures, I'm just...
Yikes.
But yeah, it's rough for a tall girl because short girls like tall boys. Short boys like short girls. Tall boys like short girls. So no one likes tall girls.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I don't think that's
It's rough, man. I
I-
could keep going, but we can move on.
I mean, I'm
I don't
interested.
want to beat a dead horse.
I mean, are there any like radical opinions? Because everybody knows the whole height thing or whatever. Is there anything like out of left field?
there has to be some sort of understanding, like, pop culturally. Because, like, if you had kind of a different childhood than me and, like, you don't have, like, kind of the same memories
You don't get
as
your
me.
references?
Yeah. Because my
That's
family is very, like, very pop culture-y. Like, we like our TV shows. We like our, like, I don't know, entertainment. And so, like, they don't really mesh with that much so with my brother's wife, because she wasn't very, like, into that. Like, she liked her specific things, but, like, doesn't have, like, a wide knowledge. Whereas, like, Jared gets all of my family's references for the most part. Like, he meshes with my family much better than my brother's wife, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I'm very laid back. I don't care too much about that stuff. The only thing, the one time I was like, what? Was when this girl didn't know Chip Skylark. And I was fucking like, what? How do you not know about Chip Skylark?
Shut
My shiny teeth and me.
See, like, that's the
I was
thing.
like, what the fuck?
If you, like, you didn't watch Fairly Odd Parents, that's so depressing.
Yeah, apparently only watched Animal Planet.
Hot take. You have to like a very specific era of SpongeBob.
The first 4 seasons?
Especially, because, like, my dad will be like, oh, SpongeBob was on, and it's, like, from 2009. I'm like, no, thank you. 2004 and below. Thank you very much.
Those early days of SpongeBob, beautiful. That's another one. I made a SpongeBob reference to the same girl. Did not get it. I was like, what?
Right over the head.
I was like, what?
See, that's why I say it's a
like,
deal
what?
breaker.
But I actually-
that's a very important part about flirting today.
I still really
is
like that girl, and I was willing. I was
if you
willing
wanted
to look
Risk
past
it
that.
all.
Yeah, I was
Risk it
willing
all.
to totally, because she also liked Star Wars. So like, I was like, all right, we're above
I've
board
never
on that
seen
one.
any Star Wars movie,
You've never seen
but
it.
I have hella
I used to be like that. Who cares anymore?
I have hella Star Wars. Like, my family loves Star Wars. There are like 50 gajillion Star Wars and Star Trek posters in my house.
Nerds.
Yeah, no.
But I mean,
TNG, baby. You want to talk TNG with my brothers and dad? They'll be all about it.
I
More of a
guess
TMG
that
gal.
brings it back around though, because it's like, at the end of the day, that's not. Even though I was surprised at not knowing Chip Skylark, I'm willing to, like, it's okay.
I
It's
know.
all right.
I mean, I have a big talk right here, but I got nothing to say. I've never been in a relationship. I have no room to say on where I'm gonna give and take in a relationship if I've never been in one. But
No.
this is me, 22 years old.
Date it.
Date it.
Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts on making it or breaking it? Friendships, relationships, dads, moms? Well, then we'll just move on to the next topic. Who wants to go next?
I mean, speaking on pop culture, I guess we could throw it to Michael's topic.
Michael!
Oh, yeah.
What is your topic today, please?
Well, being as we were all born... When were you all born? 97?
97.
Yes, we're all the same age.
Some people
Well,
are born like 98.
You're 98.
Yeah, Jasmine 98.
Yeah. We were all born in 97. We were born around the internet, you know. We've kind of grown up with the internet our whole lives. We've been on it a while. We've kind of seen the different...
Did you guys have dial-up?
No.
I did have dial-up.
I had dial-up too. You never had to face, get off the computer, I gotta make a phone call.
No. Never had
The
that.
worst. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but like when we would pick up our landline and like you could hear like the computer, I don't know why, but we'd hang up right away. I don't know. I think my mom told us like the line would explode or something, some bullshit like that. And so every time I did that, I'd be like, hang it up right away. But yeah.
Dial-up was, it was awful. It was a big deal when actual internet made it to our little out in the boonies place.
We had dial-up for like I feel like a little too long.
Oh, we did too. Yeah.
What computer games did you guys play besides like Sims and like the regular ones?
I had Sims 1. I had the first Battlefield.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I did not have Roller Coaster.
Damn it!
I'm gonna be this is in a very Matthew answer. I'm gonna be a little lame. I didn't really have computer games growing up.
Oh.
The ones that I did have was through my dad. So I played like fighter pilot simulation games.
I did drunk driving simulations. Driver's Ed.
Drunk goggles. So stupid.
Oh,
I just
destroyed
ran
them.
up the stairs.
I've never had to wear them, but I've experienced drunk goggles in real life, so.
But Dare specifically did not.
I have a Dare shirt. They're very fashionable.
Oh yeah,
They are
in
now.
style.
Very in style.
And Dune 2000. Those are the Dune like
Dune? As
Dune
in,
like
like the-
sand dunes.
yeah.
When the internet was
2000.
out, did you ever play like the Microsoft games, like the pinball?
No.
And, like,
You know,
The Spaceman pinball? Yeah.
Something-
I had
That shit, that was my shit.
because
I
of
would
my
play
sisters.
that when the internet was working, man. It was my favorite thing.
Because of my sisters, I actually played a lot of those
Barbie Dream. No.
Barbie, those like Barbie like flash games or whatever.
To be fair, Flash games. I'm so sorry for the kids that did not play Flash games.
Flash games were. This is exactly what I was going to go with with
Oh.
a topic. I was going to talk about like the 2009 to 2012 golden age of the internet for
Oh,
us.
for sure.
And Flash games were the shit.
A month ago, I tried to play Flash games, but like they were like, you need to download this, and I was like, no.
You can still play them.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of it in like December of this year.
Yeah.
No,
a thing.
wait, but like, what girls' games did you play? Did you go on like PollyPocket.com?
I probably.
Oh my god, Polly Pocket games were fire.
I was like all over the place because me and my sisters would like get around the computer and like I'm the only guy in the house.
So you're like, I'll work this lady.
Yes.
Type.
So I would just like join them and we would like fucking just
Paint
fuck
nails.
around. Yeah.
Hair salon.
Yeah, when I
Oh
wasn't
my
playing with
God.
my little Hot Wheels, that's what I was doing.
I was a PBSKids.org aficionado. The Zaboomafoo game where you had to like feed the correct animal food to the correct animals. Ooh, that was one of my first crushes. Were the Crap Brothers? They were hot. While walking in the woods one day.
God damn it.
Me, you. I think Zaboomafoo's dead.
He is,
To be-
yeah.
Oh,
Yikes.
rip. But were you guys a Neopets or a Webkins
I
kind
had
of guy?
neither actually.
Were you Club Penguin?
Shit.
No, I didn't play
None
any
of them.
those.
I was more of a Neopets person. I never had Club Penguin,
I think.
and then obviously I was on Webkins because I'm a girl. But
I never played any of those like real like games where you actually had to like pay money for it.
So what was
I
what
was
was the
just
big
Flash
difference
games.
between the Neopets and the Webkins?
Neopets was just. I feel like Neopets and Club Penguin were around the same time, and then Webkins was the new thing. But like since I have older siblings, I played like the older things because like that's what I knew, and so I played more Neopets than Webkins. But then like I finally got Webkins. I played that.
Webkins,
but-
you have to buy the actual like
I know.
stuffed
My
animal.
first,
Okay,
my first
yeah.
one was a hippo, and I named it Henry the Hippo. And then I had,
course you did.
I had a reindeer named get this Rudolph.
Wow.
I had a possum.
Creative.
I had a possum that was exclusive, and you could only buy it at the Cracker Barrel gift shop.
Oh my god.
And so I bought this possum, which was adorable. I think so. But yeah, I had a couple, but I had friends who had bins of them.
Yeah.
I think I had like maybe like 8, which is still fucking a lot.
Yeah.
Which, cause get this, your membership expires, so you have to buy more animals to get more codes to like renew your account.
That's
It was
bogus.
predatory as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you want more once you get one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they're cute.
They are. Yeah. I think I had a Webkins. I think I had
But
a
you
Webkins.
didn't have an account. You didn't have one with like a code.
No, I had the whole like where like online you could like have the little house. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, because you could play on Neopets without having like an account.
Yeah.
You mean
wait,
Neopets?
I
No,
thought
Webkins too. You can go on Webkins without an account. I think. But,
it
like,
was
you want
one
an
of those.
account.
It was one of those fucking things. This girl, my neighbor, all right? Shade but no shade. No shade but shade. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. She set up my account with me when I got him, and like she actually like a month later she like stole all the stuff from my thing and sent. I was so
The people that are like,
pissed.
oh, let me like do something on your account, and then like they trade themselves all your money.
I was so upset. I was like, what the
Like my animals.
fuck? Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Even though obviously now, like, who cares? But I was like, at the time, I was like, fucking goddamn it.
I mean, because computer games at our age were our livelihood.
Yeah, they were.
Did you, what's it called? Did you guys play Addicting Games?
Yes, Addicting Games, Armor Games, Newgrounds. Those are all before they all got banned
Newgrounds.
on
I think the Newgrounds.
the school computers.
Yeah. My favorite game was Bloons.
Bloons was good.
Bloons. What was the one with the Fireboy and Water Girl? Where you
I don't remember.
Where you had to get to like the different doors and like
I
you
remember
play with a
that
partner. I would play with my brother, and then when we couldn't pass a level, my brother had to take over my pawn and do it myself, and I just felt like a loser.
God damn
Do
it.
you remember Fancy Pants Adventure?
No.
No. Do you remember like the Madness games where it's like the gory ones? There's like you go on Newgrounds and you get like the weird ones. What about Interactive Buddy?
No. Well, Interactive Buddy,
Yes.
I think I
It's a little like
played.
he's like just a bunch of little circles.
Quack.
You like smack him.
Yeah,
You, like,
yeah.
throw grenades
yeah,
at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played that one. I was on. Do you remember Miniclip games?
Yeah.
That was the one I went on a lot. I did Bush and whatever, the Queen.
Parking games.
Parking games.
Or like merging games.
With cars?
Yeah, I played a lot of those. I don't know why. That's why I'm such a good park. No, I'm kidding. No. Did you guys play Quap?
Yeah.
Guys
Yeah,
running?
of course. That's a classic.
Oh, the one. Wait, what was that one where like you had to get through like the deadly mazes, like with the Segway guy?
Happy Wheels.
Yeah,
That was the one
popular.
because that one blew up on YouTube.
Yeah,
and that was like
yeah.
what started like the career
Oh my
of
god,
like, all
that
those
literally
YouTubers.
started like video game
like
YouTube.
PewDiePie and all those
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried playing a few of those. They're fun, but
Yeah.
I can never like play them for like hours and hours and hours.
Speaking of YouTube, two of us sitting here were little YouTube starlets back in the day.
I wouldn't say starlet.
You wouldn't say that, Rebecca?
No, I was just depressed and looking for a career. The first YouTube video I made was, I just had an account to subscribe to people, but the first YouTube video I made and posted was a stop motion video.
Mine
Of
was
course it
animation,
was.
yeah.
To the song Starships
God
by
damn
Nicki
it.
Minaj. I'm not in it. I just took, because I had like an app where like you could just take all the pictures and it literally just made the stop motion for you, like no editing whatsoever. And I just put the song in the background. And it was me and my friends at CC's Buffet. It was the one and only time I've gone to CC's Buffet, and I made my first YouTube video there. And then after that, I was like, I remember consciously telling my mom, I was like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, and she was like, okay.
Good luck.
And I would just wait till my like family left, and I would film like booty guru videos, and I would do like,
I'm sorry, you said booty?
beauty guru.
Okay.
Me making, because everyone back then would just call themselves beauty gurus if they had like fucking drugstore makeup. Like you weren't a beauty guru, you just owned makeup. And I remember buying obscene amounts of drugstore makeup. And I was not like the middle school I went to, because it was private, we couldn't wear makeup, so I couldn't even wear makeup to school till high school. So I had all this makeup. I filmed no beauty videos. I would just film like hauls. I did like a school supplies haul. I did like a clothing haul. I did like a June favorites. Like these were all very classic beauty guru videos
Right.
of that era, which was like 2013, 2014. And yeah, I stopped. I started my channel because I had no friends. And then when I got friends, I stopped making videos.
Goddamn.
And I privated them all. It was fun.
Yeah.
Michael?
I was a very different direction.
Yeah.
Rebecca was very much cashing in on the trends, it sounds like, of the time.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I made, I had Adobe Flash. And I made little animations of like stick figures, I don't know, hitting each other or
Those
something.
blew up though, like those
Yeah.
like Lego stop motions.
I did those too.
Yeah, those blew up.
I have one that is still up online of Lego people. It was a Lego stop motion. I made a few of them, and those were great.
Yeah,
I
got
wanted,
them
I wanted
views.
I wanted to be like an animator or like a movie director. And then I think I got like a little like camcorder. Remember the ones like flipped out?
Oh my god, no! I wanted I think I filmed a couple. I don't think I posted any of them to, but like before I would. Literally, I still do this now. Like, I'll be getting ready for bed, and I'll like pretend I'm doing it. Girls do this all the time. You'll pretend you're a YouTuber, and you're like, "Hey guys, so this is my nighttime routine," and like you just pretend you're
alone in
no,
the
yeah.
bathroom?
A ton of people do this. I've seen like so many TikToks about it. Like, me getting ready for bed, and it's like, "Hey guys, so today we're gonna." Like, it's just something you do because we've grown up with YouTube, so it's like just ingrained in our head. But no, before I even had my YouTube account and like just watched YouTube videos, I would take my brother's flip cam, just the flip cam, and I would record like room tours and videos and just delete them after I was done. And like I did that for a solid probably year until like I got like my first iPhone, because like I think at that time I still had my NV3. And so, like, obviously I wasn't going to film videos on that. But once I got my first iPhone, I was like, she's a YouTuber now. She's got that quality. But, yeah.
I didn't have a smartphone until probably, like, after middle school, honestly.
Yeah,
I was pretty late.
I got my first iPhone probably freshman year, because I got my first phone 8th grade, which was an NV3.
Yeah, but... So I couldn't film anything. So it was a big deal when me and my friends, pitched in together and got like a camcorder like with like a flip out screen,
like a dad cam.
Yeah, and it's got like the you take out the hard drive or like the SD card and like plug it in the computer, and then Max and I basically just like go out into the woods or like his backyard and film like action videos, because we were watching. You remember Freddie Wong?
Of course,
Yes.
yeah.
So we were like, oh, we can make action videos. We can make action
Do
movies.
that, guys.
We took like airsoft guns and like spray painted them black, so they like over the orange, so they look like real guns.
Yeah.
And we'd go out in like the street with these guns.
I used to do it with my cousin.
I would do that with my brother. My brother, because before I had an iPhone, so like I couldn't shoot anything. My brother had a BlackBerry, because before we all got iPhones.
Remember that when that was the thing?
No, because everyone was like, BlackBerry is gonna be the next thing, and then Steve Jobs was like, you thought, bitch. But no, yeah, so when everyone was like, BlackBerry's gonna be the next thing, that was my sibling's third phone, I think. And so me and my brother, even on his phone before, which was one of those flip phones that flipped up and sideways, and we would just film the dumbest videos of us just like fighting with sticks and like making like bad like Jurassic Park remakes, because that was me and my brother's favorite movie. And like, we would just watch like there was one night, like my parents were out like for the night, and it was me, my sister, and my brother, and we filmed this like, cause like obviously the storage wasn't big. We filmed this like 12-part like bad remake of like a Saw movie.
Oh my god.
And oh my god, we wouldn't put them anywhere, and we would just like lay on my brother's bed and rewatch these clips and just think they're hysterical, which I think is so interesting, because like we really did just all grow up so ingrained in like that culture of like video making. I don't know, like
it's interesting that we're like, kind of like our generation was kind of like the first ones who like, maybe I don't want to say like we all wanted to be like filmmakers, but like we kind of had like the or the ability.
We all wanted to be performers. I mean, just personally being like a girl, like all the shows we watched, like iCarly, Web Show, Victorious, Performers, all that, sketch comedy. Like we all wanted to be in some sort of form of entertainment, which is Hannah Montana, fucking pop star. I don't care. Like we all wanted to be in some way in media, and like the fact that they were like catering like our kids shows to that.
Yeah.
Like put like the amount of like YouTube videos I saw of people making web shows, quote unquote, like iCarly, that like weren't web shows because they were just YouTube videos.
Right, yeah,
But they would
yeah.
call them web shows, and they'd. Oh my god, that's so funny! Wow.
Yeah, it's like I know me and my cousin, we would like, what's his face?
Michael.
Yes. Like Michael, we would, like he was saying, spray paint the guns black, and we would make like this fucking like Freddie Wong ass video of
And
like
post them nowhere.
Exactly. And
Just
like,
because we wanted to.
yeah.
That's wild.
And my cousin would do stop motion Transformers videos, and like he actually got 1,000 subscribers doing that.
Oh shit! Guess how many I had? 4 subscribers.
Oh, I was expecting like 500.
No, my career was short lived. I did get some comments though that were like, "Keep with it," and I'm like, "Thanks, man."
Yeah, I also had YouTube career before this one, but it wasn't really anything. It was some bullshit
Not on
here
our
and there.
level.
Yeah, not on your level. Certainly
Stars.
not.
I think I got like 6,000 views on one of my videos.
That's
so
pretty good.
Highest I got
Call
was
me famous.
no. Highest I got was like 500.
That's not terrible. It's not bad at all.
I was catering to the masses. It's just because that's what people were searching for.
I think my cousin got something with like 100,000 views once, but he made it something good for a very niche community of people, so there wasn't much content out there for that. Yeah, it was early internet, weird fucking times, man.
I think that's why our generation was the funniest.
Just because of all those fucking internet games and
Yeah.
Yeah.
videos and
Get inundated with all that weird shit on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, watching those like dumb videos like what was that? Candy Mountain.
Charlie,
Fucking chocolate
Charlie and the
Man.
Unicorn?
yeah.
Like all those like early like dumb videos when like YouTubers weren't a thing yet, and it was just viral YouTube videos.
I used to watch a bunch of animators. That's why I wanted to do animation. There's always that.
Why aren't you in
What stopped you?
digital storytelling major?
You can go and see my animations. I was not bad at it.
And why did you stop, Michael?
Might be going back to school.
Yeah.
I'm being an engineer, Dad.
Why did it stop? It was work. You have to draw every frame. I didn't know like the shortcuts to do it. I was like 12, so I mean, I don't know. I just started doing other art.
Now he just does little gifs.
Just little odd brew.
Yes,
Stuff.
sir.
Well,
Yeah.
Michael, is there anything else you want to talk about with the early age internet?
I was gonna plug my channel, but no one needs to see that.
That's the thing. I never told anyone how to find my channel because everyone would just look at my name. I'm not dumb. I didn't make it my first and last name because, like the smart people we were that like grew. Did you guys have like computer safety classes? Because like we were that
Kinda.
young to where like we had to learn like computer safety.
What was in these classes?
I remember we did this one and like they had these like criminals. I can look up pictures of them, but it was like different like offenses of being on the internet. So like excessive swearing, and it was like, my name is Potty Mouth Pete. And then like it was like literal like Western characters, and like another
damn.
one is like, someone's asking you for your information, and it was like, wanna know Wally. And like I also like, did you guys learn how to type at school?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god, I used to be
Never
so.
I'm terrible.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I used to be so bad at typing in like, cause I think we started in like 2nd grade or something, and I was awful, and so I had to come before, cause I was always behind on like the little online lessons, and so I would have to come in before school because I was so behind, and then one day, it just clicked.
It just clicked.
No, yeah, because I like if you would finish a lesson in class, my computer teacher would like put a sticker on your hand, and like everyone would come back from computer class with like 4 stickers, and I'd be stickerless. And then one day I just clicked, and I'm a very, very fast typer now.
Wow.
But
Do they do the thing where they put like the rubber thing
Hell
over
yeah.
the keys so you can't see what you're typing? I was like, I'm not gonna get good. Like, just
Oh, no.
it's not gonna click for me.
oh no, I was a monster. I remember my sister. I don't know what the version of typing we did, but my sister did one. It was like called Type Through Time. I think that was the most popular one. But I knew people that had like typing games. Oh my god, it was called Net Smarts Kids. Oh my gosh.
God damn
This
it.
is Wanna Know Wally.
Is that the creep that you?
Oh my
He
god.
wants to know your information.
Yeah.
This is Potty Mouth Pete.
I can see it.
I can see Potty Mouth Pete.
Yeah, look at
I
this animation
guess.
though.
I don't know if it was a full blown
Who's
class,
this guy?
but I'm sure that they taught us something about cyber safety kind of thing.
Yeah.
At some
They're
point.
like, don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, that sort of shit. Which I don't think I knew or was ever involved in. Like, I don't think anybody I know has been involved in something like that.
Oh my god, do you remember the thing that was before like a bunch of movies that was like you wouldn't
Download a car.
download you
wouldn't steal a baby.
car. So why are you stealing music?
Oh, I was stealing music.
Oh, I was ripping everything
I
off
had LimeWire. My
YouTube.
brother downloaded LimeWire on her computer.
How many
It was-
viruses did you get?
It was a Mac, so it can't get viruses. I don't know, probably a few.
It
We
blew
still have
my-
that computer, actually. My dad still uses that computer
Oh, really?
to this day.
Wow.
Hashtag theft.
But I loaded up my iPod Nano with, or my iPod Shuffle, sorry, my iPod Shuffle.
Were those the colored ones?
Yeah,
I had
mine was
pur-
gray. though.
I had lame. Mine get this guy. Get this. Mine was purple.
Wow!
It was destiny from the start.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I had so many, like, ripped off just songs. And that was right when I was going through that, the punk emo
Oh,
phase.
for sure.
So it was all, like, metal and scene music.
My sister had the first iPod, the big chunky ones
Yeah.
that were colored. She had a blue one, and like she before she figured out how to like rip music, she was getting them off like iTunes because wow, such good children. And at one point, she because we didn't know how to work the internet yet because we're young. I think she had like 3 songs on her iPod, and like for probably like a week and a half, she would walk to school and just listen to those 3
Oh my
songs.
God.
It's probably like Fergie and like the Pussycat Dolls and like I don't know, fucking the Black Eyed Peas.
I
Probably
imagine.
those 3 3 of their songs
Probably.
and just bumping it on the way to school.
Just those same 3 songs. I know it blew my mind when I discovered there was just literally a website dedicated solely to input YouTube link, download MP3.
That's how I put all of the music in my YouTube videos.
Just through that.
Oh my god, when I was ripping music from YouTube with like the YouTube to MP3, I would get lazy and like be doing so many songs that I wouldn't like skim the video to make sure there's no like shit in it. And I remember it was the Glee version of Time Warp from the Rocky Horror episode. And there's this specific part in it where it goes music on demand and like just the song keeps going. And I never like corrected it. And so the years I had that iPod, it would just be like, it's the pelvic thrust, music on demand.
God damn it.
And I would literally sing that as part of the song because I got so used to it. Now we just go on Spotify
Yeah.
and like the old people we are.
Yeah. Well, I don't even. That's how musically unconnected I am.
You're
You don't
just
have Spotify?
I don't have.
No.
I mean, I have it, but I
you're
don't use
just
it.
like my sister. I'm convinced you guys don't know what music is.
I mean, like, I have like
animals?
I have
Instruments?
I
I love
songs.
that.
No, I'm convinced because I had tickets to see Panic at the Disco like 2 years ago, and I had no friends that wanted to go with me, and so I asked my sister because like I didn't want to go alone. It's like, will you come with me? And she's like, I mean, I haven't listened to them since like fucking their first album and like only a couple songs, and so I made her a playlist on Spotify of like songs that I think would be played at the concert, and for like probably a solid year and a half, that's all she listened to. And I was like, what did you listen to before I gave you this? I'm convinced she doesn't know what music is.
I don't think I'm that bad, but I certainly listen to like my set of songs, and like that is it.
That's
you know?
definitely her favorite artist is Kesha. That tells you anything. She went for Halloween one year in college. She went as Kesha, and Jared was Kesha's manager, which means he just wore a suit.
Yikes! But I mean, that definitely could.
That night she
That
almost
works.
fell into a bonfire.
Love that.
How did that
Yeah.
happen?
She just fell, and the bonfire was there.
Is she like you? Are other people in your family also very just folly, klutzy?
Probably not my sister. I think she was just especially drunk that night because I told you she does like in college she would do backflips when she was drunk. So she has coherency. I'm just very klutzy because I fall when I'm sober.
That's true. I witnessed it. Yes.
Yeah, because my theory is that I was never meant to be this tall, and like just like John Mulaney, like they were making me, and they were like, "You made that one short," and they're like, "Oh no, I didn't," and they're like, "We didn't give her the balance for that amount of limbs," and they're like, "She's gone." And so I think I was given the limbs but not the balance. So I feel like my center of gravity is off, and that's why I fall all the time because I was meant to be short, like my mom and my sister.
That's fair.
And my brothers, to be fair, because I'm as tall as both my brothers because they're all short.
Rebecca, speaking of your brothers, this has nothing to do with your brothers, but what's your topic, Rebecca?
Oh, my topic? See, my brother, no. I will say, I mean, to take it back to my brothers, my sister has been talking to my oldest brother, because my brother and sister had a falling out, but now, like, my oldest brother and my sister had a falling out, but now they're there was a point where I was everyone's favorite sibling, and I still kind of hold true to that. I just don't talk to my oldest brother the most because he's 10 years older than me. And so, like, my sister was like, yo, like, I've been hearing stories about, like, when Chris was in college, and, like, they're wild. And I was like, well, yeah, of course. Everyone's wild in college. So while we view our oldest brother as, like, lame now because he has a child and is married,
right.
We were all in college once, which brings me to my topic. We've all had a terrible night in college. And I'm not talking about, like, a bad drunken night, because, like, I have those out the wazoo. And honestly, like, most of them are really good memories, the ones that I'm, like, really drunk. But there's this one night that I still stand by was my worst night of college, and I'm still mortified about it to this day.
Rebecca, let's hear it.
All right, I'll kick us off. Well, it was freshman year, so thank God. Well, I've had to live with it for this long, but at least I got it out of the way pretty early. And as you guys both know, like, I hurt myself literally the night before I moved into dorms. So I was injured, and then I had surgery, and then I was on, like, pain meds, and I had to, like, rehab and all that stuff. So for the first few months of college, I was not drinking because I was either injured, recovering, or on pain meds, which you can't drink doing any of that. And I also, because of all that, I had no friends, so I had no one to drink with. And so I was a drinker in high school, like the end of high school, so I was like I knew my tolerance going into college, but I wasn't drinking probably till November. And that brings me to really the first time I kind of went back out after, like, I hadn't been drinking for, like, 3 months. And it was my sorority semi-formal. And, like, I had, like, I know I say I had no friends, but, like, I kind of made friends in my sorority. And I still, like, literally, they're the ones I went to happy hour with the other day. Like, they're still my friends, but, like, they're like, oh, come to, like, semi-formal with us. And I'm like, lit. And me and my friend didn't have a date, and then my other friend was bringing her friend, which they ended up dating for 3 years, had a messy breakup this year, but that's besides the point. But they weren't dating at this point, they were just friends. And
Sure.
so they were like, let's go out to La Siesta before. And I'm like, lit, I love margaritas. Let's get back out there, let's start drinking. And so we go to La Siesta. I'd never gone before, because like I said, hadn't been going out. And so I get a margarita, because, I mean, I know what they do. And, like, I didn't know what to get, because I'm a vegetarian, and I'd never been there before, so I was like, just give me a cheese quesadilla. Just a cheese quesadilla. So, she's not going into a night of drinking with much food.
Right.
Because, again, I'm stupid and don't know how to feed myself.
Well, we know, Rebecca. We know. We're not going to go there. But
and
we know.
so I go, we have, the cheese quesadilla is great. I still get that today, but I get side dishes as well now. But we have one margarita, and then, like, since they had all been hanging out earlier, like, in the year when I was injured, they're like, oh, we're friends with the waitress. Like, she'll give us tequila shots for free. And so she brings us tequila shots for free. And so keep this drink counter keep the counter going. We are up to 1 quesadilla for the night. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I probably didn't eat earlier. 1 quesadilla for the night. 1 giant margarita, not those little baby ones we had today, the giant one. And a tequila shot. And so we go back to College Ave, which is where my friend and her date live, and we're going and we're getting ready, and the date had made Jell-O shots.
Oh.
And this is the guy, because I told you I have a friend that makes really strong Jell-O shots, and he doubles the vodka in like measurements, but keeps the Jell-O shit the same.
Right.
And so they're strong. Like for his birthday, he had a shots party at the beginning of this year because he turned 21 over the summer, late birthday, and I got plastered at that too because of these fucking Jell-O shots. So they're deadly, and so I have a ton of those. He also made alcoholic gummy bears, which he just put gummy bears in strawberry sky vodka over the night, and they got huge, fucking absorbed all the vodka.
All right.
So I had a bunch of those, and then we're just ripping fireball shots.
Oh my god.
And I am plastered. And I said that this my friend and this boy, they were dates, but they weren't dating yet. They were still friends. So but they liked each other. But he starts he's like, tell me about you. And he's like flirting with me, and I'm like, why are you doing this? And so she's getting pissed, and she's with my other friend, and they're like hashing it out. And I drink so much at this point. And I'm on the floor by my friend's bed, in my bag of stuff that I brought to get ready with. But I was already ready, but I was getting something out. And I spill my Sprite on the floor, and I'm trying to clean it up. This is what's dangerous about when you're underage before formals and semi-formals, because you can't buy drinks when you get there, because
Right.
you can't lie about your age, because upperclassmen are gonna be like, you're not 21. We know that. And so that's what's so dangerous about it, because you gotta pound drinks before you go, because you're not gonna get any more unless you sneak some in or take some from an upperclassman sneakily, and they're not gonna want to give it to you because selfish.
Right, yeah.
But I spilled this Sprite. I'm cleaning it up, and I remember this so vividly. The girl's date comes up next to me and feeds me another gummy bear, and I just projectile as soon
Oh my God.
as that gummy bear touches my lips, because there is just so much alcohol in my system. And I throw up into the bag I'm holding, of my stuff, a tote bag, and
Oh
then
my
also
God.
the trash, and I panic. See, this is what makes this the worst night of my college, because I had a lot of alcohol, which I had on another night as well, but I didn't black. I remember all of this so vividly, which makes it 10 times worse. And so I start panicking, and I think I also threw up on this guy, because his hand was giving me a gummy bear. So I
Yeah,
most definitely threw up on his arm as well. And I remember I'm cleaning it up, I'm panicking, and they come in, and I just become the two girls that are also there, they come in, and she's just ah, and I'm just I'm mortified.
Jesus Christ.
I'm packing things up. I'm trying to clean up the Sprite. I'm trying to clean up the vomit. I'm trying to cover up all of this because I'm just so embarrassed. And she starts yelling at the guy, and they're leaving, and she's leaving, and then I leave her room, and the door slams, and her door automatically locks because she's in a suite. So her room is now locked with my vomit on the inside.
Oh, no.
So now she has to go pay to get a temporary key to let us back in. And oh my God, it was horrendous. And I think actually my stuff wasn't locked in there. I think I had cleaned up a majority of it. I even took the trash. And I just I tell them, I'm I gotta go. And I just left.
I gotta go.
I left. No, so they're fully locked out of their room. I have a fucking bag of vomit and her trash, and I leave College Ave, and it's freshman year, so we're at McDavid. I'm on complete opposite ends of the campus right now, and it's semi-formal, so it's November, and I'm in a fucking hoe dress,
God
covered
damn
in
it.
vomit and tears, and I'm I gotta go back to McDavid.
Gotta
So I
make the
walk
walk.
myself back to McDavid.
Jesus.
It's also really late by this point if you didn't get that. So it's dark outside. It's raining or sleeting because it's November.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
And I'm walking back, and I go to the bathroom, and I scoop out the vomit from my bag.
Oh my
And I
God.
I go and I wash it in the washing machine. And while I'm waiting for my shit to be done, I like sit in the McDavid stairwell and I FaceTime my friend from my friend from high school who's the year younger than me, and I'm just telling him about my night and how like I can never talk to these people again. They're gonna hate me. I ruined the night. I'm getting like snaps from the guy because they went to the social and he's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I messed everything up. I gotta go." And I have a picture. That's the night that like I was crying in the stairwell and Brady and like other McDavid people came in, and I'm like sobbing, and then like I hear the door open, I turn around and I see it's them, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just FaceTiming someone, like trying to play it off like I'm cool. I'm not cool. That's what ended the night. And I think I took my clean bag out of the washing machine. I think I showered as well, and I just went to bed. And it was the worst night of my college career.
That is pretty
bad.
That's pretty bad. I mean, I don't have anything. I've been thinking about it, and I really don't think I have anything.
Oh, you can't top that?
Not at all. Not even remotely. And I don't even if I did, I don't think I've had anything that, narratively interesting.
This is from that night.
Don't go to college.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Does that not tell you? That paints a picture of what that night entailed.
You look so miserable.
Yeah, because I was mortified. Yeah. I look so young too. Look at her.
You do.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, like, I could.
I'm so glad I saved that. That was my lowest point of college.
I mean, like, Michael, do you have anything even close to that, or?
I mean, like, close to that is, like, in like, my worst moments were in high school because I didn't know how to drink. Like...
Is there anything that was just, like, embarrassing? Because that wasn't even, like, oh, I'm sorry that I got... Like, I was just so
Oh, yeah, I have an embarrassing story like that from high school.
Go for it.
From high school?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do high school, then college. Because college, I mellowed. I knew how to drink. But
hey, you get surgery and go on pain meds and have to rehabilitate and then learn how to drink again. It's not that easy.
God damn it.
I think I've told you this, Matthew, but it was me and my friend Alex. This was right when I started. I used to hang out with Alex a lot. Like, he was my one friend. Then I started hanging out with like Kobe and Max and that whole crew. And like, I think I brought Alex along. It was like, hey, you want to hang out with these guys? It was at our friend Tate's dad's house, which is like up by Stevens Lake. We go to the party. We're there early. So we're like, all right, well, we'll pregame, I guess. We'll start drinking.
Logically.
I don't know how to drink. This is high school. So I think I just started doing like straight Jack Daniels. Like in the basement.
Always
three
a good
of us.
start.
3 of us in the basement. Nobody's gotten there yet. I didn't even know there was like going to be a real party. I thought it was just going to be like a few people. So it's slamming them. And like, I started getting hazy. Nobody's even there yet. But like, nobody's there yet. And I'm already getting plastered.
Yeah.
And we just kept drinking. I think we went upstairs and we're like hanging out in somebody's room. And that's it. That's the last thing I remember. But,
is this the truck story?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the only time I've actually blacked out. Like, that's the last thing I remember, like, coherently. After that, there's a few things, but like basically, I wake up.
Impressive.
The next day, like 2 miles away, in my friend Alex's like, in his house, like covered in vomit, in his like guest bed. I'm like, oh shit. So apparently, there's a few things I remember. Like after that, I remember vaguely, and like parts of this were just told to me. We were hanging out in like Tate's like bed, just like people just like hanging out, and apparently I start projectile vomiting all over his bed where he needs to sleep that night.
Yikes.
And then people were like, oh. And I think I like run away, and I'm like, and like another moment I'm downstairs, and like there's like 200 people in this house now, and I'm like,
yikes,
where'd all these people come from? And they threw me in the bathroom, and I'm like curled around the toilet. And I remember like vaguely like Kobe like in the doorway, like, Michael, you gotta go, you gotta leave. I'm like, huh? They throw me out. They like kick me out, throw me outside on the lawn. I'm like curled around a tree, And after that, I just nothing.
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 Nada.
But apparently, I was with Alex and another friend. And the other friend was driving. I think he was sober. And he's like, all right, well, I got this
Fingers
truck.
crossed.
I got this truck. We got to get you home. And it was him, his girlfriend, and Alex hopped in like the front of the truck. It was like, oh, there's no room for Michael.
Throw him in the back.
They threw me in the truck bed. And maybe Alex was in the truck bed with me too. But we were coming from Stevens Lake, and to get back to his house, we had to drive through downtown. And reportedly, at some point, I tried to jump out of the truck bed into the street.
Reminds me of someone else.
I've been there.
I tried
Sometimes
to-
you just gotta go.
Yeah.
I just tried to
Gotta
jump
run.
out. Yeah, just jump into the street downtown, and Alex like pulled me back in, and then apparently delivered me home safe. I woke up just covered in vomit, and like that was the worst hangover I've ever had. I felt I wanted to like kill myself. It was so bad, and of course I'm in high school, so I had to like tell my dad like, yeah, I'm gonna be over at Alex's a little longer than I thought I would.
No,
you know?
do you ever see that thing where it's like when you tell your mom you're at a sleepover but you're passed out in a field with alcohol poisoning?
Yeah, I relate to that. All the campouts.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did anything like that in high school. I was a pretty late partier.
It's not even like literally the drunkenness is like not. I think it's the fact that I remember everything that happened that night, and I just felt like I ruined the night. Which I mean, I did kind of ruin the night. No, okay, I ruined the night for me because I didn't even get to go to semi-formal. I just had to go home and cry, and they got to go to semi-formal. But I was just so embarrassed. I was the worst night of college. Like I literally at that point, and that was like after I had like a terrible first few months of college because I was injured and had no friends. Like at that point, like that was right before the end of first semester. I was like, I want to drop out of college. This sucks.
I feel that. I understand. Michael, what was your college story?
College was like I didn't do anything embarrassing like that. It just sucked. Obviously, it involved alcohol also. But you've heard of the campouts.
Yes.
The infamous campouts.
We've all heard of the
no
infamous
camping
campout.
involved. Amazingly.
Yeah,
This
get
time-
a tent, you fake bastard.
This time there was a tent, and we did camp out. Actually, it was at Three Creeks, which is out kind of. You just like drive out in the boonies by my house, and then just like down this gravel road, and then we like hiked our tents down like a mile down this like dirt track, which is all downhill, which is important later on. So like, and we find like a campsite on like the side of a cliff, and we set up, and there's like 12 of us. I didn't know half the people, and it was like, all right, well, we're gonna start drinking. We like pitch our tents, get a fire going, start drinking. Got really drunk, and then like towards like the last hour, where we're like, oh, we're getting ready to go to bed. There's a storm rolling in. We can see like from a ways off. I'm like, oh shit. So we at one point we all go to bed in like the tents. I remember Scott was there, and he was trying to get with this one girl. And I was in the tent with those two and another person. And it starts like torrential raining, like just absolute
Just downpour. Yeah.
And we're like, oh shit, like, and we talked to other people like, should we just call it? Should we like pack up and go? Like, okay, yeah. So like somebody go back up to the car, and then realized like the rain had just turned the dirt path into just mud.
Into like a
We were
mason.
stuck. We were stuck. We were stranded out in this fucking in the middle of nowhere on the side of a cliff. Like, well, we gotta tough it out. Got back in the tents, and we thought we were gonna be okay. And then the tent started flooding.
Yikes. God damn.
And like it just kept rising. And at like eventually we just had like there was just like 6 inches of water just in the tent, and we're on a slope. So the person down here just started getting water, like getting submerged in water.
God.
And I think I was down there at one point, and then I was like, Scott, dude, can I switch you? And he was next to the girl he wanted to get with, and he was like, okay. And
Yo, you want to mix and match?
And basically, I ended up between him and the girl he was trying to get with. I completely cock blocked him, and then he was stuck in a puddle to sleep the whole night out.
Oh, that's fucking
That's
It was
sounds
awful.
more like his worst night in college. To be honest.
All of us were were just drenched.
That-
Like nobody was
Miserable.
escaping it. Yeah, it was flooded. We couldn't escape. It sucked. But
Yeah,
there you go.
compared to your stories, I got fucking nothing. Honestly, like
Lucky you. I mean, honestly, freshman year did suck for me. I do blame being injured on a very big part of it because I couldn't socialize because I was in pain or recovering. But also, I mean, sophomore year I kind of sucked too. Because sophomore year I was just not even talking to my roommates, and then just I would only drink with them or just be drunk. I was an alcoholic sophomore year. Let's be honest.
weren't we all?
But then junior year I actually had friends, and senior year I guess I had friends.
I think to answer the question in a drunk fun sense, the closest I think I ever came to a really like crazy night was.
So now it's not your worst night of college. It's your most crazy.
No.
night.
I'm giving you two.
Okay.
For college. In terms of getting blasted, because that seems to be a theme here, was the infamous me and Michael's 4th of July.
Yeah.
But that was a good night for you guys.
I mean, the afterwards
Beginning
was fucking.
Yeah. Afterwards was pretty bad.
I mean, since this.
Yeah, but it's good memes.
It is, and because I.
Those kind of memes.
Because it doesn't really like count, I'm not going to totally recount the story, especially because you guys already know. Basically, long story short, me and Michael invites. No, wait.
Yeah, it was my friends from high school.
No, but wasn't it originally we were just supposed to have like a little cookout at your place, and then like your friends.
Yes.
Kobe invited. He was like, "Hey, we got this thing."
We didn't know what we were doing really. We were
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
we'll start the night out at my apartment with Kobe, Max, Scott, my roommates. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just turned in like we hopped from different place to different place. Anyway, finally we pick up some liquor with Sam, your friend Sam, and your
Cheyenne,
friend
probably.
Lindsay.
Okay. Yeah.
Is her, I think is her name.
Yeah.
The one who broke her leg and
But she didn't break her leg.
or had her leg shattered.
Wait,
Again,
I
sounds
should have
like-
talked about that.
Again, sounds like her worst night.
Okay, quick aside. She did not break her leg. She had a 4-wheeler turn over on her leg, and it was sliced open down the shin like that. We had carried her over the side, and like we didn't let her look at it. But I looked at it. Basically, the skin just kind of like curled in and like been pulled out, and I was looking just at her shin bone. And the nearest hospital was an hour and a half away. We were in the Ozarks.
out in the sticks.
No, literally, we were in the middle of the Ozarks at a shack.
Oh.
And yeah, that was fun. She has a
Love
huge
MASH.
scar now.
But yeah, so we went with them. We finally got liquor, and then we made it to this lake, and me and Michael started swapping Evan Williams 100 proof
Yeah, it was
and
Emily's
gin. And from there, it was just boom. And I know that's the worst I've ever been hungover. The last thing I remember is
So the night's not your worst night of college. The next day's your
Yeah,
worst
the next
day
day.
of college.
and
The night, fantastic.
Well, until you had to
This was a
sleep
fun
cold
time.
on my couch because I didn't get you a blanket because I went up
Yeah.
and just started throwing up.
So,
God bless Jasmine for taking care of me. That would have been an absolute disaster. And I just remember waking up the next morning going, "Oh wow, I'm really hungover." And all of a sudden, and I was just like, "Oh fuck!" And that was the first time I threw up from drinking. First and second time, I think I've only thrown up one other time from drinking. But anyway,
Those are amateur numbers.
and yeah, I vividly remember Jasmine taking me to Walmart, and it was 95 degrees outside, and I was sweatpants, hoodie, and I was fucking shivering. I was like, oh man, I fucking need help.
the day after.
That's another terrible day for me. Was when I got food poisoning. I was like that,
Yeah.
shivering.
From what did you say, Glenn's Cafe?
Glenn's Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that night I was just coming from both ends. I was on the McDavid toilet with a bucket. I think I was on the floor at one point, and Aaron came in and was like looking over the stall. He was like, "You good?"
No. And then I guess that was my worst drunk and physical night of college. Emotionally, I don't think I have anything like
Oh, I didn't even think of. Well, I guess that one did kind of wreck
Story-worthy?
me emotionally because I really did think I was just like. I really thought those people were never going to talk to me again. It's a wonder they ever did.
You're a fun time, Rebecca. I think.
Thanks.
You know.
Emotion?
Emotionally, I think probably either at some point I couldn't give it a specific day, but I'd say my period in junior year where I basically just like fucking disconnected from school. I was like, fuck this. I had
hiatus.
Yeah, basically. Or there was like a couple of times my sophomore year where I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was sad. I was a sad boy. But there's nothing there's nothing really I can divulge in like story form.
Oh no, my worst day emotionally from college was just all of July between freshman and sophomore year when I was doing residency. I was so depressed in July. I started a journal, and it's at home. I have like the entries, and I was just so sad. And like I think between working at Dunkin'.
Was this when you were living at Campus View?
Mm-hmm. I literally, when it got to July, that was when I was switched to the night shift. So I would wake up, go fall asleep at the pool. So like I most definitely had like skin cancer that summer. I was so fucking burnt. I also have a picture of that. I would fall asleep at the pool because I was so exhausted from doing night shifts, and then I would wake up, get dressed,
Skin cancer.
go to Dunkin', get verbally abused by my coworkers.
What was his name?
Daquan.
Yeah, Daquan.
Then I would go home, go to bed, and just do it all over again. And there was literally like a weekend where, like, because you could only go home so many days because you're earning residency.
Yeah.
And there was like, I had like extra days, and I like told my parents, I was like, can I come home for the weekend? And they're like, we're not like doing anything. It was like just a random weekend in July. And I was like, I just need to come home. And like I literally drove home for like 2 days, and then I came back because I had a shift Sunday night. I came home for Friday. I left like Friday morning at like 2 a.m. because like what else was I gonna do? Because I had Friday and Saturday off, and I stayed Friday, Saturday, and I drove home again like Sunday morning really early and worked Sunday night because I was just that sad. That's worst month of my life.
Yeah, nobody was around that summer, really.
I know.
Not
that I was friends with you guys even yet.
Were you?
No.
Yeah, not really, I guess.
That's probably the most burnt I was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's terrible.
Skin cancer. Matthew.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
All I would do is sleep and work. That was one day after my shift.
Ow!
I was taking out the trash, and I wanted to leave so bad that I closed the door on my foot.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to wait and have my coworkers give me a Band-Aid, so I just shoved paper towels in it and was like, I'm done, I'm going home.
Jesus.
That was a night that our baker didn't come in, so they forced me to stay and set up the baking for tomorrow.
Oh my god.
And so I left at 2:30. Oh, what
didn't-
a terrible summer.
Yeah, I didn't realize your time at Dunkin' was so traumatic.
This is not a joke, man. I would just stand in the back and send people pictures. Oh, goodness. So that was my worst emotional summer.
Yeah.
But
I think, yes, summer sophomore year was shit for me.
With living out at the
I was stranded up there. All my roommates moved out in like early June.
so it's like right now.
No, but I didn't have like you two. I literally had like nobody.
Rough.
I was stuck out there for like I just gotten broken up with. Stuck out there for like 2 months with nothing before I moved into the Niedermeyer. It was not good.
But look how far we've come. We're in a national pandemic, but we have each other, and we can sometimes handle our alcohol.
Well, Rebecca, I definitely can. You, on the other hand.
I lost a lot of weight. I can't drink as much as I used to.
Yeah, you evidently can't hold down 2 wine bottles. You know.
Nope, but who can?
I used to be able to do double
That's
bottles.
fair, actually. That's
Nice.
fair.
I used to do like 2 double bottles.
That's actually bad.
We egged each other on junior year, me, Gabby, and Jillian. It was an unhealthy bond.
Yeah.
I got pictures from that
Well,
time,
let's see.
too. Oh, they're all just us behind Fine News, smoking
This is
cigs.
a great audio section right
I
here. Looking
know.
at pictures.
Oh gosh, that was when we were giving each other black eyes. If that tells you anything.
I remember that. Oh, you asked us for black eyes.
Yeah.
You begged Matthew and I. Punch me.
When we started skating.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ.
It was bad. All my blood in the Find Me parking lot.
That's the one thing that I will say that's been a benefit to this quarantine is the skating. I've gotten a little bit more skilled at my riding.
I haven't been able to until now. So.
Right. Well, now that you got that board, hopefully now it's nice and
I tell you about the
tightened.
truck, so
Yeah.
I can be a real skater boy now.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was bad.
God damn it.
Y'all should have known I was going through it. I went and got bangs.
Well, I certainly didn't think the girl who asked me to get a black eye was having a good time. But yeah, that was my birthday party, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When you went around.
You and Andre wanted to fight, and Jasmine wasn't having it.
We did though.
You did?
We did, yeah.
Oh.
Unless I'm thinking of a different party. Maybe that was your guys' birthday party that we threw.
Oh, that was the triple threat party.
Yeah,
it was.
yeah, that was a triple threat party. Yeah, me and him wrestled in the front yard. That was funny. And then we wanted to do it again. Yeah, and then Jasmine was like, no way. Which, it would have been fine. It would have been okay. We were just wrestling. We weren't, like, actually, like, throwing hands or anything
Yeah,
like
like
that.
a fight club at my apartment with
I
my
feel like
roommates.
every boyfriend.
But it was
group
all
at one
boys,
point-
so
No, every boyfriend group went through. Yo, we can make videos. To then, yo, we can start a fight club.
I think this is the promo for Scott.
What's up, boys? I just saw a great UFC fight, and I'd like to call out some people. Ben Goodfellow, where the fuck are you at? I'm coming after you next. I want to fight. Natty Rush sponsored me. I'm ready to fight you right now. Take Gardner, you're next too. Same night. I'm right there. I'm fucking ready. Come at me. I'm fucking done.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing where you guys were, like, gonna put on a whole, like, fight card? and
Macaulay literally made a poster for it, which looked like amazing. And then, yeah, I was supposed to fight Tate. I didn't do that. It was negative 10 degrees out.
Jesus Christ.
But apparently, Scott and Ben did go out and scrap a little bit. But
I've met Ben. I think Ben's a nice
he's a
dude.
quiet fellow.
Yeah. I can't imagine them fighting.
Oh, yeah, you haven't been around him.
Well, all right, guys. You know, I think this was a
We
productive.
covered a lot of topics.
We did. We covered a lot of things.
Highs, laws.
Yeah. You know, is there any more thoughts you'd like to provide about the college lifestyle? Do you guys have anything you want to plug before we go? Is there anything you want to shout out to the people back home?
I got nothing, man.
You got nothing?
I got no prospects. I'm putting Girl Scout patches on a jean jacket.
God damn it.
That's what I'm doing.
Those are your post-grad
Those
plans?
are my post-grad plans. Don't hit me up on anything. Leave me alone. It's craft time. All I can say is look out for episode 3, baby, because we're going to be back.
God damn it. Michael, you have anything to say?
Absolutely nothing.
Actually, Rebecca, you will be back. If all goes to plan, Jasmine wants to do an episode when she gets back.
I'm so excited.
Hopefully, if she still
Episode
if
3.
she
Episode
keeps
3.
her word.
I'm just going to become your
Yeah.
co-host.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, you know?
You need this female perspective.
Maybe. I don't know. I like the rapport me and Alex have, you know? It's
We're rapportless.
I don't know. Well, Alex likes to argue with me, so you know.
And I just like to yell.
Yeah, you just like to
That's
yell.
not an argument. That's just
Yeah.
volume.
So, well, let me see. I don't think I have any closing thoughts other than I like pina coladas. That's
Sponsored by Lost Waters.
yeah. This episode has been sponsored, and the amount of bathroom. Oh my god, I like
Yeah, guys, I've gone once.
this. I've gone
broke the
5
seal, I
times.
don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but
just
I've had
fucking.
water.
I need to.
You know,
I have a lot of water.
I don't know.
That's what you guys-
Anyway, thank you everybody for listening to episode 9, I believe, of A Hill to Die On podcast. Remember, you can find us on social media at The Hill to Die On, and that's all lowercase. We're gonna try to be better about a schedule, but you know how we are. So you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on. And as usual, I'm Matthew.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Michael.
And we hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.
You should have introduced yourself as Bex. Oh, shit. That was your chance to establish who you are.